조선노동당 중앙위원회 제7기 제13차 정치국 회의가 진행됐습니다. 우리 당의 위대한 정면 돌파 사상과 전략 실천 강령을 높이고
The 13th meeting of the Political Bureau of the 7th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea was held on June the 7th. Kim Jong Un, chairman of the Workers' Party of Korea, chairman of the State Affairs Commission, and supreme commander of the Armed Forces of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, attended the meeting. Present there were members and alternate members of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. Also attending as observers were vice premiers of the cabinet, some of the chairmen of the provincial party committees, and senior officials of the committees and ministries. Upon the authorization of the Political Bureau of the Party Central Committee, Chairman Kim Jong Un presided over the meeting. The meeting discussed in depth some of crucial issues arising in further developing the self-sufficient economy of the country and in improving the people's living. As the first agenda item, the meeting discussed some of immediate issues arising in developing the chemical industry of the country in a far-sighted way. The respected Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un advanced the orientation and ways to rebuild the structure of the chemical industry in accordance with the demand to put it on a juche-oriented and modern footing and place it on the track of sustained development. Stressing time and again that the chemical industry is the foundation of the industry and the front for main attack of the national economy, he said that the Workers' Party of Korea set the chemical industry and metal industry as twin buttresses of the self-supporting economy, put forward a policy on establishing the C1 chemical industry in keeping with the situation of our country and world trend at the 7th Congress of the Workers' Party of Korea, and since then has pushed it ahead with the work for its realization on a full scale. Referring to the fact that the issues on establishing the C1 chemical industry and creating the capacity for fertilizer production were dealt with as core items for the development of chemical industry at the 5th plenary meeting of the 7th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, he expressed the plan and the will to wage on a larger scale the drive to put the overall chemical industry on a juche-oriented and modern basis. The meeting heard a report made by Premier of the Cabinet on the work of scientific group, which re-examined and deliberated the scientific and technological guarantee and economic effectiveness of the establishment of C1 chemical industry and present situation of the chemical industry. The meeting heard opinions on accelerating to completion the establishment of C1 chemical industry and seriously discussed the issues on opening up a new way for the development of chemical industry. Kim Jong Un said the sector of chemical industry should rise up first to propel and guarantee the economic development of the country and set forth the immediate tasks to bolster up the chemical industry in general. Kim Jong Un made a special emphasis that the chemical industry sector should first of all regard and approach it as the foremost issue to increase the capacity for fertilizer production, powerfully push ahead with the work, and urgently solve the scientific and technological problems arising in establishing the potassic fertilizer industry based on domestic resources. He set forth the orientation and the immediate goal to revitalize the existing chemical factories and underscored the need to carry out in a far-sighted way the work to open up chemical industry sector based on new raw materials. He called for actively promoting the work to perfect the structure of sectors of chemical industry and rebuild them on a modern basis. Kim Jong Un clarified that the new sectional structure of the Juche-based chemical industry should be equipped with many-sided production system of energy, labor, and resource-saving type, and technically intensive and development and creation-oriented type, which continuously produces different kinds of chemical goods to meet the demands by thoroughly relying on local raw and other materials. He stressed the need to firmly build the scientific research forces of the country and lay a material foundation to develop catalyst-based technology and industry, while positively speeding up the development of catalyst for C1 chemical industry. Kim Jong Un underscored the need to carry out the work for building a force of talented personnel for chemical industry sector and for the educational sector to train large numbers of development and creation-oriented and practical talents. The meeting of the Political Bureau discussed as its second agenda item the pressing issues arising in providing the capital citizens with living conditions. The respected Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un underscored in detail the problems to be urgently solved for providing the living conditions to capital citizens and stressed that the state measure related to providing living conditions to the people, including the construction of dwelling houses, should be strictly taken. Discussed in the meeting were the important issues to solve the problems arising in the life of Pyongyang citizens. Unanimously adopted in the meeting of the Political Bureau were the decisions on the first and second agenda items. As the third agenda item, the meeting examined and ratified the opinion on revising some issues stipulated in the rules arising in the current party work and reflecting them in the amendment to the rules of the party. The meeting discussed the organizational issue as the fourth agenda item. Alternate member of the party central committee was elected to fill a vacancy. Kim Yong-hwan was by elected alternate member of the political bureau of the party central committee. Members and alternate members of the party central committee were recalled and by elected.
박만호 동지를 당중앙위원회 후보위원으로 보선했습니다. 조선노동당 중앙위원회 제7기 제13차 정치국 회의는 조성된 혁명 정세의 요구에 맞게 자립경제의 토대와 잠재력을 더욱 튼튼히 다지며 인민대중 제1주의 기치 높이 인민의 존엄과 권익을 최우선 절대시하고 인민생활 향상의 활로를 열어나가는 데서 중요한 계기가 됩니다.